ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, my name is Kun Te. I think on this session, I think I'm going to be talking about the digital economy of banking system, how to operate. Especially on the post-pandemic, we can find that the whole world moved to digital economy very, very quickly. So I think this topic is going to address the issue that is how, as a bank, how can you run your business in the digital economy? First of all, I will introduce myself, right? My name is KT Chen, or I think Chen Kun Te is my name, right? I work for Huawei. Before this, actually my experience is in the banking industry and also, in the technology industry. I've been as a Chief Information Officer of China Merchants Bank about 5 years, and then before as a CIO, I'm leading the private banking and wealth management of China Merchants Bank. I think CMB is the leading private banking, and also wealth management business in China market, right? And I also be as a president of a bank, which is foreign licensed bank. And before this, I'm head of the retail and credit card, business in China Trust Commercial Bank. So, in my career, actually combined the business, banking business, and also technology. My first job is a technology company, more than 17 years. So this is my background. All right. Since this year, after pandemic, I think we conduct many meetings, over 140 meetings around the world, and talking to many banks executive, especially for the CIO, CEO, those kind of executive, discuss the direction of the trend and post-pandemic, how as a bank we face those kind of challenges, and what is the initiative and what is the direction, and how we using technology to improve our banking business. All right, so you can see that I believe most of the economy is moving to digital payment because pandemic, contactless, right, social distance, right? So digital payment become very popular, and also customer keen to use it, right, to protect himself. And then another thing is digital transformation. Another way is mobile transformation, all right, which bank have to using new technology to improve their business, especially after pandemic. So I think how to using cloud technology and leading edge, mobile technology, 5G is going to be a very important trend of the bank when we are facing to the post-pandemic banking business operation. All right. I think this chart, I'm going to say what is the digital economy. I think digital economy is very interesting. It's still in the developing of digital economy. I think we are in China. China is very close to those kind of digital economy. We can see in China, right? People using mobile payment to do almost whole their daily life, include everything. For example, you do the transportation, take bus, you not just restaurant, entertainment, and also government services, all the, your daily life. Basically, you rely on the mobile payment or online payment as well. So why this situation be happening? Because the, internet company, digital company like e-commerce company, right? It's very popular in China, right? We know it's Alibaba and also JD.com. Recently have, Pinduoduo, they just, disclosed their, quality financial result. They, start to make profit, right? So I think this is very popular. The whole digital economy is being accelerated by the e-commerce company, and then the social platform like WeChat start from an instant messaging company, right? And then they get into the social platform, do the social business, right? And of course, they also do gaming, game business. This is their major business revenue today, anyway. And then they get into the digital payment, mobile payment, right? So they create a scan QR code, mobile payment. Then they push the whole society, whole economic shifting to the digital economy, because everything, you can do digital to sell your product, to tracking all your merchandising, right, to the customer, right? Because that all can be digital, because the payment is be digitalized, right? So you will see in the banking industry, you find that the customer even use less cash to using cash, right? Most of the case they don't using cash; they just using mobile phone, and they also do not carry the bank card, right? Because everything through the mobile phone can do the payment. You through the mobile phone can access all your banking services, right? And they can do the payment, they can do the commerce, they can do the social, they can do the entertainment online. Even the mobile phone start to managing your electronic appliance, right? You can control management your telephone, your TV, and your wearable equipments, and also refrigerator, that sort of things. And the whole economics shifting to digital very, very quickly. So you can find that most of the customers go to the super app architecture, the super app company like WeChat, the Alipay, and JD.com, and food delivery and transportation, and then they expand to other business area, right? So they can cover every individual's daily life, everything, from food, closure, transportation, even in the working, right? And then they start to penetrate into the financial services, because during, they're building up the digital economy, they collect lots of customer information, right? This is the big data. By leverage the data intelligence, right? So they can, provide the financial services. In the same time, by leveraging those by leveraging all these financial services to improve, to accelerate, to grow their e-commerce business, right? They increase their customer traffic, right? They increase their contact with the customer, engagement to the customer, right? So it's become a digital economy. So within this economy, we can find that most of the banking industry still pretty much focus on the transaction process. Unfortunately, they do not get into the digital economy world, knows how to using digital way to engage to the customer, to serve the customer, to cooperate with some digital company on the digital economy to serve the customer, right? So you will see that this is a challenge to the bank. Lack of technology capacity, right? They don't have chance to face to the customer, right? Because the customer don't use cash, they don't use a bank card, they don't come to your branch, right? They're using mobile phone, right? And they, do other commerce, all these activities, and come with all the payment together. So, the bank lose the information, of the customer. They don't know the customer anyway, they lose to the internet company. So I think how can we build the feature competence on the banking? It's going to be very challenging, all right? So in this, I think in this page, I roughly describe that conventional banking industry is in this area, right? You still pretty much focus on your transaction process, and you forget the whole society. Actually, on the right-hand side, you see billions of customers through the app, mobile, right? And cloud computing, data, AI, they expand to whole life. It's whole digital economy, right? So you will see, most of the business, company, they join in this platform. Even the bank, right? If the bank want, direct facing to the customer, then you have to change your, system, your way, how you do the business, right? For example, how you do digital engage to your customer, how you do the, digital business with your, customer to serve your individual, to serve your business customer, to serve your corporate customer. You have to using digital way to do that. Usually we will only say talking about open API, but personal, I believe that's not enough, because when we get into the digital economy, everything is changing so fast. You gotta be very agile to address those issues. And you have to know that how to using digital way to acquire customer, to serve your customer, right? So that's very important. Okay, this is my experience in China, when I worked for CMB, China Merchants Bank. We faced this challenge being, more than, 6 or 7 years, the internet company continuously penetrate into the financial industry. So, I separate this as 4 stages. As a bank, I think we can reference this to know how we can well prepare ourselves to be success in the digital economy. In the early stage, usually we will ignore, we are eager, right? But in the second stage, when we find that customer more engaged to the internet company, they're using their payment solution, they join their commerce, and they get credit from this company. I think you feel threatened and you have pressure from those companies. Usually we will come back to compete with them. But, because we pretty much still focus on our legacy transaction process, so we do not care about the digital way to engage to the customer. So I think we are setting our strategy in the third stage, benchmark and learning. That's very important, because as a bank, if you want to get rid of your legacy system and also get into the digital economy world, you have to know that how to using technology, and how the technology internet company, especially the e-commerce company, social platform, the digital payment company, how they using their technology, right? How they develop their business model, how they improve their customer experience, to serve the customer, right? Once we learn this, then we can change our, services to our customer, right? And then we get into the digital business operation as a bank, right? Once you get into the digital world, then you will find that as a bank, we still be highly regulated. So you have to find a way to reposition yourself, set your strategy, because we are not an internet company. We want to dominate the whole market. It's going to become a systematic bank, right? So usually, what I'm going to say is we have to reposition ourselves, set new strategy. Of course, during this stage, the benchmark and learning stage, you got to know how to change your organization, right? How to using technology, how to be agile. So it's going to be a tough transformation stage anyway. Okay, so this is some of experience which I discussed with many bankers, right, and CIOs. I think start from the digital payment is it seems a very good way to do that. Digital payment ecosystem combine from your individual customer, your buyer, right, your merchant, your seller, right? So you build up a digital ecosystem through the mobile. You can using QR code or EMC or the payment, right? Mobile pay, right? EMC payment, right? So EMV payment. So what I'm going to say is, if you leverage this, the buyer and seller, then you can construct an e-coupon society, an e-coupon ecosystem. Then you can, using digital way, to activate your customer and also help your merchant business, right? Your merchant customer, your business customer. And then you can, using your merchant's power, merchants customer, which is not your customer, right? You can convert those your bank's customer to a wallet customer, and then do the upsell, cross-sell. Of course, during this process, you will aggregate a whole bunch of data, right? And also you can be agile using super app architecture. You can empower your branch, your bank organization people to write their own mini program, right? They can design their campaign in your branch. They can engage to the merchant, and you can engage to your individual customers as well. Then you can use by using e-coupon platform to activate, upsell, cross-sell your customer. I think this is quite a mature business model actually in China. So there are so many service provider. Actually, they can provide those kind of services because in China, it's whole mobile payment society. All right. I think this page I'm going to demonstrate. On the left-hand side, the demonstration is going to say that this is the bank app, right? And using engagement way to deal with transformation. You see, my colleague, he tried to transfer, give me a red packet, right? So see, you will see, he come to my directory and he input the amounts he wanted, transfer the money to me, and it's just like give me a red packet, right? And he sent the message to me in the same time. So it's very, very similar to social, engagement style, right? So you will see that, so there is a journey, right? So you can see that, I can, especially this is true mobile phone engagement. All right. Okay. So here is the journey. Transfer the amount, right? Transfer success, right? So next one is, this is, my movie ticket. Actually, the movie ticket start from, you can preview the movie, right? You can see the actress, the actors, and then you can choose the theater. You can choose the seat. So you can pay the money, all right? You do the payment, you buy the ticket, and you can bring your wife, all right, to, there's a campaign. Actually, it's a live campaign, all right? So they can do the pay, and on the weekend, you can go to the theater to enjoy the movie. I think in this case, it's showing that the payment actually is not just payment, right? You can start from the checkout. For example, you want to have a movie, then you screen what movie you have through the app. You can preview the movie. You can check all the stories, all right? And then you can select the theater, choose the seat, and then you do the payment, and then you go to the movie. So it's a journey, right? It's a journey. Actually, in digital world, this is the life. It's digital life, all right? So next page. I think in this page, it's my last page. This is some recommendation which I want, for our audience as a reference. So first one, I think, as a bank, usually we benchmark other banks, but I strongly recommend you have to benchmark internet companies, successful internet company as well. This is very important. It's not just let you to know the leading edge technology, and also learn how they, serve the customer. It's very important to create a better customer, the most, good customer experience, and how can be agile as well. The second thing is, I think digital payment is the, very good way to get into the digital business operation, because you can separate this from your conventional legacy system. You can build a new digital payment ecosystem, and then you learn how to using digital way to acquire customer, to activate customer, to upsell customer, to migrate customer, to retain your customer as well. So that's very important. So it's a very good way to get into the digital economy. And another thing is, I think to find a good partner is very important. Especially you have to find a partner which is experienced on the digital payment world, right? So they're very good on the, by using coupon, by using mobile, to deal with the business and also individual customer. So that's very important. So I think this is all my recommendation, to the our audience. And this is all my presentation. Thank you very much. Thank you.